Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It's so easy to get two people to fight one another, especially if they don't really like one another. It's so easy to make them hate one another to the point that they would get in a fist fight and one of them ends up leaving this world. The same thing, I think it happens with Ukrainians and Russians. Well, they don't have a, how should I put it, a beautiful history among between the two nations, and they were incorporated in Soviet Union as well. But I don't think they were to that point in which they would just strangle one another. With a little bit of propaganda and right articles in media, it seems like on both sides the dislike was pushed to extremes. It's not hard whatsoever. So last night a massive attack from Russia was delivered to Ukraine. 158 missiles and drones were launched, and a lot of destruction was caused in Ukrainian cities. Civilians were killed, infrastructure was destroyed. According to some sources, about 30 civilians died in the biggest Russian missile and drone attack since the beginning of this garbage. Now, I would say this should stop yesterday, and my problem is this should not have started in the first place. My problem is with people who orchestrated, maneuvered, channeled that these guys are fighting like they do. And we know who they are. We know who they are. And they're counting their money and their power, and they continue pushing to more anger, waiting for that bear to collapse, which is the Russian Federation. And it's not Ukraine. Ukraine is just used. This is what bothers me. Ukrainians are dying, thinking they die to defend their country and their families, history, traditions, and culture, and so on. Manufactured. This is a manufactured situation. And based on your dislike for those guys, based on this patriotism and nationalism, which is healthy to a certain extent, you fight these guys and you go and die in hundreds of thousands. So what happened now? The Ukrainians want to hit the Kremlin. And now the guys in charge of Ukraine, which are not, the ones that should be in charge of Ukraine, now they will have a blanche card to do it. Yes, the population, the public requests it, wants it, demands it of us, and we can't stop them. We have to do it. Before, if they would have hit Kremlin, the Kremlin would say, see, the guys in the Kremlin, they attacked us, which they did with 2 drones in the past. But now they will say, well, look what you did to us. Our people want us to do it, and we will do it. The Kremlin, I said many, many times, will be attacked. Moscow in general, the Kremlin in particular, will be attacked, and successfully. I think the Ukrainians will successfully hit the Kremlin with a missile. Not with a drone, nah, with a missile. And I suspect it's not going to be only one missile. Putin is not going to die, but that's going to be a big boost of morale and success that the Ukrainian nation, if will be still existent after this, will write in their books how fantastic that was. Not only that, the Kerch Bridge as well will be destroyed. I am waiting for that. Not like I'm waiting, oh my God. I just, I know it's going to happen. How do I know? The signs are here. These guys wanted to blow it with drones and with sea drones. They were successfully damaging it. They want to destroy it. Why? Because they say the Kerch Bridge is an illegal construction, and it helps the Russians bring troops in Crimea or towards Kherson. So it's strategic route. It needs to be destroyed. They said it before. Now with the drones, with that, no, they will be destroying it with HIMARS, or will destroy it with Storm Shadows, or with Attack MS, long-range missiles, American ones, is going to be like this, not no. And Moscow will be attacked successfully. I hope that nothing of this happens, and what happened last night or in this morning should not have happened at all. The whole war is just orchestrated by interests that they think they're so smart to stay behind the curtain. But they're there. I know them. You know them. It's not Zelensky and Putin and Lavrov and Zaluzny and no. These are not. These are just, guys that are, you fight with this, you fight with this. We put Zelensky here, he's going to follow orders. The other guy is going to be like this. They don't like one another. We're going to do this. The Ukrainians are going to fight for Zelensky and Zhmyhal and Yermak and Reznikov. Yeah, where is Reznikov? Somehow Reznikov just got fired and nothing, man. He was not indicted, convicted of anything. Isn't that strange? No, whatsoever. Why? Because that's the way they operate. So let's look at this little article here. And this comes from the Kiev Independent from today, December 29th, 2023. And this is the title. And I'm quoting, "Hit the Kremlin." End quote. Kievans don't hold back after Russia's mass attack kills 9, wounds 30 in the capital. Got it? I don't need to read anything else down here. Everything that matters is like, hit the Kremlin. That's what they want, and that's what they will do. Now, will they be successful? That's a different story. The point is, right now, is nothing that can hold them back. When they will do it, the Russians will claim that was a terrorist attack. You attacked the Kremlin, you attacked this, and they're going to point out to, yeah, but look, on the 29th of December 2023, look what you did. So the public wanted that as a retaliatory strike. All right? It's just trying to destroy legitimacy to call an act of, oh, this is terrorism. Oh, no, that's not terrorism. That's terrorism. I mean, basically, in this situation, I don't think they care anyway. It's just make up things and try to build little legitimacy for the baboons. That's all. The baboons don't need a lot of logic and angles and all that and lenses. No, they need only one thing, man. We were attacked. That's the enemy right there. You're a good person. They are a bad person, and they want to attack you again and your family and everything you got. We gotta stop them, and I am the one who's gonna help you with those guys over there. Let's go. Will you say no? Of course you're gonna say yes. If it's like this, it's clear. And those guys are our helpers. Don't worry. They just attack us because they hate us. They hate our freedom. Remember that one? I will never forget it. Why did they attack us? September 11th. Why did they attack us? And one was said, they hate our freedoms. And everybody was like, shit. Yeah, man, I think that's what it is. No, it's not that. But it worked. It worked. Baboons bought it. So here is, my friends, hit the Kremlin. They will hit the Kremlin. They will destroy I don't know if exactly, they will hit the Kremlin per se, because if they had the precision to hit that vessel, the landing ship in, Feodosia harbor over there, they can hit the Kremlin just pinpoint. Americans have the ability, and the Brits, so definitely they will do it. If they escape the air defenses, the Russian air defenses, and they will, because as of now it proved that drones can escape missiles. If they fly low enough, they probably will. Remember, they attacked the Engels 2 air base, where the Russians had the strategic bombers. They did that. Now, if that was not supposed to be defended and it got hit from what? 500 kilometers, 600 kilometers, those were just tests. This is not going to be a test. The same with Feodosia, with the vessel, that was a test, with a Storm Shadow test. Why? If you look a little bit to the northeast, that is the Crimean Bridge. If they did it, they're going to flood the Russian air defense systems with a lot of drones and missiles, and out of those, the Russians will miss about 3. And after those 3 will hit, done. Thank you very much for being with me again today. And the same thing will be probably with Moscow, not a swarm of drones, but I'm guessing it's going to be about 3. It's going to be 3 missiles maybe, going towards Moscow, and about 20 drones launched. And the drones come first, missiles get in the same time, and possibly those 3 missiles will be successful. You'll see. I don't want that to happen. I don't want it to happen to Kiev either, because of the civilians and the military. Because the militaries, they have to follow orders. We don't know what's in their souls, in their brains. All this should be stopped, but some people over there make profits, and it's not going to be stopped, unfortunately. And they're preparing now the Poles to get involved. Why? They need fresh blood. And the Poles are ready, because the Poles are challenging, again, on the same structure of dislike, I put it mildly, dislike between the Poles and the Russians. They will build the same thing, poking one another, and they will get at it. And the guys, whoo, we're going to have some more commands, some more orders for our military industrial complex, and the banks will provide with finance. And what else? We're going to have the energy, and we have the profiteers, obviously. And what do? We get scared. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.